Hey, how's it going, everyone? Happy Halloween. Now, today I wanted to make this video to honor the era of dumb money. Now, I know that these last few years have been super chaotic for everyone. We went through a whole stage of lockdown and governments printed, billions of dollars, and money started flowing into a lot of things that probably shouldn't have flown into. I know many of us have partaken in those movements, in this movement of dumb money, but I wanted to make this video to let you all know that I think we are not in the era of dumb money anymore, and we're about to enter the era of smart money, and I'm about to explain why. I read the other day that Bed Bath & Beyond recently declared bankruptcy, and many of the shares on many of the platforms are now useless. So if you were part of those losses, I'm really sorry. But what I want to tell you is that, unfortunately, in our current economy, money is not just going to flow into assets and companies that don't have any value. The Federal Reserve has been tightening economic policy for the last year and a half, and who knows how long they're going to keep doing that. And traditional financial markets are getting wrecked right now. If you have a position in the stock market, the S&P 500, the only reason why it's up year to date is because tech stocks have been doing well. But if you take out the tech stocks, everything else is not doing that great. Adding on to that, a very interesting report got leaked this year, which was written by Blackrock last year in February, where they basically said that the optimal portfolio allocation is 84.9% Bitcoin. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Bitcoin? Isn't it dead already? Isn't it like no one's talking about it anymore? Like, I thought that was just another era of dumb money. But I'm telling you now, Bitcoin is the new smart money, and corporations and institutions don't want people like you and me to know. If you haven't seen the news already, a few months ago, BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK Invest, and many other financial institutions applied for Bitcoin spot ETFs. Now, the normal way that you can get Bitcoin is just through a cryptocurrency exchange, but this is the first time that traditional finance is going to have an easy way to get into Bitcoin once these ETFs get approved. The final deadline for these ETFs, or at least the ARK Invest ETF, is coming up in January, which is 71 days as of the time I'm recording this video. So I want to tell you all that we're in a moment right now that is a huge opportunity, because once these ETFs get approved, there's going to be an insane demand pool for Bitcoin that we've never seen in Bitcoin's existence, quite honestly. Now, other news I wanted to talk about is there was an interesting update that happened a few months ago that was announced. The Financial Accounting Standards Board, or FASB, recently updated their rules for businesses holding Bitcoin on their balance sheets. Now, what this essentially means is that it's going to be much easier for businesses and corporations to hold Bitcoin. That's going to be another possible layer of demand that's going to be coming in for Bitcoin that I think most people have no idea that's about to happen. Now, I know another concern about Bitcoin that people always tell me is that, I'm worried because Bitcoin uses too much energy and that's really bad for the environment. However, KPMG recently released a report that said that Bitcoin is now ESG friendly. I'm going to say that again. KPMG released a report that said that Bitcoin is going to be ESG friendly. Yes, I know. I might make a video about it, but for now, the narrative around Bitcoin and the environment is going to change these next few years, and it's not going to be the same talking point that you heard on that mainstream media story that bashed on Bitcoin because it uses as much energy as, X amount of households. So I just wanted to let you know that. And other companies have been writing and doing reports and research on Bitcoin, including a recent report written by Fidelity, which essentially explains why investors should take Bitcoin more seriously versus other crypto assets and everything else, and why Bitcoin is different. The point that I want to make with this video is that institutions are understanding Bitcoin And I want normal people, like everyday people who don't know where to put their money, they don't know where to store their monetary value, to at least learn about Bitcoin and to understand what Bitcoin is before it's too late, because I think it's still really early. The summary I have for this video the biggest takeaway that if you watch this video, the biggest takeaway I want you to have is, as soon as possible, you need to study Bitcoin and save Bitcoin in that order. Understand what Bitcoin is, why it was created, what problems it's meant to solve. Because I don't know if you can tell, but society's been getting worse. Life has been getting more expensive. Things are a little more chaotic now than they were a few years ago. And I just want to say that Bitcoin is a life raft, and I want to get as many people on this life raft as I possibly can. Thank you for watching.